What's up with you, fam? I'm D.Lamont Williams the first. You know what I'm saying? This is on my square. Thanks for those who are watching. Check us out, man, on the Full Disclosure Show. Big Dick Dashley, Baba Rich Green, Lisa, Little Lady House. We hit y'all Sunday 6 o'clock, and you can go on the Full Disclosure on YouTube. And check us out. I just wanted to, give my thoughts on. I just don't feel like we value relationships anymore. You know what I mean? I've noticed that the value of relationships in everyday life is just diminished. It's like there's a time. It's like people are disposable now. You know what I'm saying? We have our cell phones. People are buried in their cell phones. People, you don't talk to nobody no more. You don't need, they got, women have dildos now. They strap to the wall. They strap them to the bed and they can bang themselves out. They're making these robots for men. It's just coming to a point where personal relationships are becoming obsolete. This is how I see it. And we don't value these relationships. A motherfucker rather cut you off than admit that they're wrong. You know what I mean? And apologize and admit they're wrong. They'd rather just cut you off altogether. Instead of swallowing their pride and coming to you and mending relationships. You know what I mean? Relationships are hard, regardless of what the type of relationship, whether it's a woman or a man, whether it's intimate, whether it's friendships, whether it's family. Shit is hard, man. It takes effort on both sides. And people don't want to put in the effort. You know what I'm saying? People talk to you any old kind of way. You just seen now with Kevin Durant and Draymond Green. They're supposed to be boys. They're supposed to be friends. Obviously, I don't want to get into it, but, you don't talk to your friends any old type of way if you respect the relationship, if you value the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I might feel a certain way, but I always take the time to frame my thoughts because I don't want to say, you're supposed to speak your mind. But if you value a relationship, you'll say stuff in a way that the person can digest. You know what I mean? It just shows. And if they don't, you know what I'm saying, that's on them. But at least you took the time. And I'm just seeing more and more, you know what I'm saying? And it's either we talk crazy to each other or we don't talk to each other at all. You could be sitting there with a person and they having a whole conversation with another person miles away and you sitting right there with them, and it's like, and they don't say anything to you. It's crazy. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, we don't value relationships. We don't value. It was a time when, back in the day, a phone call was crucial. You remember you go home and you gave that girl, that dude your phone number, and you sit at home and you wait for that phone to ring. Like you put off, I'm waiting, I can't wait to see he'll call. Be mad because somebody on the phone, like, man, nowadays we playing on our phone, we scrolling, we playing video games, somebody call, we just swipe. I'm guilty of it too. We don't value it. It's like the relationships are not valued with each other. We don't value each other's relationship. We don't value people, take pride in cutting people off and take pride in, how small their circle is. I'm not saying you should have a bunch of people around you, but we need to take, including myself, take the time to salvage and cultivate the relationships in our life. You know what I mean? Talk to your spouse, talk to your mom, talk to your dad, talk to your brothers and sisters, talk to your cousins, talk to your friends. It ain't got to be every day, it got to be, but, we need to, show that we value these relationships because it just seems like we don't, you know what I'm saying? Everything seems so disposable. People get cut off, they put on and cut off. It's madness, you know what I mean? It's like no love, so, it's just something I was thinking about. I just don't see it. I just see how disposable people are in everyday life. It's crazy. mean, I don't know, man. It's just we just if anybody watches the Full Disclosure show, we do this post of the week, and it was a woman, and she ran up on her man's. They got the baby together, and she ran up on him right in front of the birthday and just made a big scene. Excuse me, a big scene. On the baby's birthday. And why is that? A lot of it, some of it, because we don't value the relationship. Even with your baby's mom, even with your baby's dad. You know what I mean? You have to. Those are relationships that you need to cultivate for your child. We don't have to. Even if we're not together, there's a lot, and that's what I want to get to. Communication. Communication is the indicator that you value your relationship. And when you talk to people, that shows them, that you value their relationship. You value them in your life. And so I think communication is ironic that we're in the era of social media and cell phones was supposed to make us more connected, and it seemed like it's done the opposite. But I'm gonna do another one on that one. And so it seemed like we could, you could be in a whole nother state with your child, and you could see them every day and talk to them, just like, FaceTime. So there's no excuse, man. There's no excuse, but we so lazy and we so glazed with everyday life, and that we just don't take the time to cultivate and value the relationships, whether it be 100 miles away or it be in the same house. You go to family house, Thanksgiving is coming up, and everybody, you're gonna go to your family house on the holidays or whatever, and you know what you're gonna see? You're gonna see a whole bunch of people standing around looking down like this on their phone. That's what you're gonna see. You know what I mean? I haven't seen like where people are starting to put a bucket or something at the door. When you're coming in, put your bucket, put it in the cell phone in the bucket, because nobody talks to each other. Everybody's sitting there on the phone. You got a room full of people, and nobody's talking to each other. It's ridiculous. They're talking to somebody 20 miles away. So, I just take the time, man, to, show people you love them, show them that you value them in your life by your actions, by reaching out. And that's about it, man. Check me out. Like I said, check me out on the Full Disclosure Show, Sundays, 6 o'clock, with Baba Rich Green and Lisa. And till next time, man, all love all day.